In order to summon the celestial gods down to the human world, the man conjured the mask of the Hell Baron and placed it on his face. Then something unbelievable happened. The Hell Baron actually descended and merged with the man. With just a light wave of his hand, he shattered the formation that was blocking him. Everyone was shocked by what they saw. They never expected the man to be hiding such immense power. Little did they know that just 3 days earlier, the man had been a magicless nobody. 3 days earlier, the man went to see William, hoping to give up his position as heir. William was greatly puzzled when he heard this, since the man was the most gifted disciple in the sect. What William didn't know was that ever since 2 years ago, when the man began carving divine masks, his magical power had slowly begun to fade. Even though he had stopped carving now, he still couldn't stop the loss of his magic. Now he had no magic left in his body at all, and was no longer qualified to be the heir. But William, concerned about the sect's reputation, knew the man had become an ordinary person, yet still refused to strip him of his heir status. The man was about to argue, but Lucy arrived at that moment and she also promised to protect him. The man was helpless. He suggested letting Jerry take his place, but Jerry didn't dare go against his master's wishes. Jack intended to change the heir, but William cut him off, insisting the man remain the next William. Since he couldn't step down as heir, the man instead asked to cancel the engagement. It turned out that when the man was a child, William had arranged a marriage for him with Linda, who came from a powerful family. However, the man knew very well that with his current abilities, he was unworthy of someone as outstanding as Linda. With the man's firm insistence, William had no choice but to let him break the engagement. But little did they know that Smith was proposing to Linda at that very moment. Smith's family was extremely powerful, and to show his sincerity, he brought generous gifts. But Linda had no feelings for Smith and rejected him by saying she already had a fiancé. Smith mocked the man as a useless nobody, not worth Linda's loyalty, but Linda was firm in her stance. Just as Smith was about to teach them a lesson, the man arrived. He told Linda's father, John, his purpose directly, hoping to cancel the engagement. Upon learning that the man had William's support, John reluctantly agreed, but Linda refused. She didn't want to marry Smith, whom she didn't love. But the man knew very well that Smith was someone he could not afford to provoke. To avoid trouble, he reaffirmed his stance to Linda and prepared to leave with Jack and the others. Seeing how sensible the man was, Smith planned to invite them for a meal. Jack refused the invitation on his junior's behalf. Smith, however, looked down on Jack for his low status, saying he wasn't worthy of speaking to him. Seeing Jack insulted, Lucy was furious, but Smith didn't care at all. Just as a conflict was about to erupt, John stopped them. He agreed to Smith's proposal on Linda's behalf. The two would hold their wedding soon. Linda wanted to object, but John forced her to stay silent. However, Smith still didn't want to let the man go. With a casual strike, he injured Mary.